Today I just take the time on the moon day. Sun is bright shining over our heads, and we thank the Most High for another day in physicality. Therefore, as we live, we experience and we grow through our purposes. Today, I want to welcome you to Healing Humanity, one day at a time. And the topic is like, as I go and choose friends on social media, I do not discriminate, I do not hate, I do not choose to love except that I am love. Therefore, with that, I tend to put on anyone whom I find to be searching to live purposefully, searching to heal themselves as well as humanity. So, I come across certain situations where a group or someone of a certain ethnic group might post something which in it holds many truths and very powerful healing. But as this person posts and I share only because I realize how much I've learned from the post. Therefore, the best thing to do is to share it so that someone else may share. But as I share, others may find offensive part of the truth that I have shared. So this is what brings me to bring out the antidote in order so we may learn, we may heal, so we may grow. Specifically, it was a post about voodoo of one of the lectures from Sister Haiti-born Bello. Sister Bello was speaking to an audience about voodoo, and he made very important points. But in her teaching, she couldn't help but going through certain historical time and happenings. So, a European brother of mine, a writer, a very dear brother, felt like we shouldn't bring about these times. Though I understand how he made him feel, because although I am not of the same descent, but I can feel how he feels. But that is why I did not just refute his feeling, disregard them or anything, except that I took them into consideration. And that was the first proper step to take. We must live in a way where we can feel the others as they are us, as all is one and one is all. So I just softly, simply acknowledge how he felt and give him a proper advice. So what it is like, we have to understand It is not alienating ourselves from facts or from truth that will allow us to grow, because growth does not require us to hide away or shy away from reality. Instead, he pushes us to face reality. And by facing reality, we will pierce through. And through this piercing, we may create anew. We may become new. So, for my European brothers who feel like they are trying to love all that is, I'm saying that when another brother of yours bring up slavery, regardless of how they bring it about, just try to acknowledge the point and forget how they say it, because it is about healing. Forget how they say it, forget what they're saying, as long as they are saying what is true. Although you feel a certain way, but we cannot ignore that these things have happened. And the only way we can prevent them from happening again is by learning from them. And to learn from them, we must first bring them up, talk about them, so that we may learn from them, heal from them. So when someone comes to you about specifically slavery, the time of enslavement, instead of saying that it is wrong to bring hate and this and that, which is to the one who knows, only seeing that you are hiding from humanity, covering or protecting your fear. But first, it's like those who know, as well as you, if you do know, whatever you did or you were is irrelevant, and all that matters is what you do today and who you choose to be today. You understand? And whoever wants to bring back your individuality of the past, it's their mistake, not yours. You understand? Because you have shed that skin already. And when you are anew, try not to identify too much with the whole in their negativity. If you feel like certain that look like you, even from your own family, are still ignorant, disassociate yourself and focus on your individuality. So that when someone says something what is needed to be said, although our first response is gonna be that we wanna reject it because we feel like it's close to home and we feel like it's strictly addressed to us. But what we have to do is that acknowledge the truth in it and be happy that we are no longer, or we were never this type. You understand? It doesn't matter if the person looks like you or is of your own family. As long as it is not your own action individually, then you have nothing to identify with. That's why Bob Marley say, who the had faith, let them wear it. Okay? Instead of telling others to cover the truth, which is the worst you can do if you're trying to heal. It's just like when you're wounded, you keep on putting Band-Aid and not letting it breathe, covering it from people or yourself. You're not helping. and said you must leave it open and give it proper care. So it's the same thing. We are wounded from history, from our ignorance. But what matters is, are we still that ignorant one, or are we evolved past that? So if we feel within ourselves that we are evolved past that, therefore we should try never to identify with that past self. For if truly we have shed that skin, we are no longer that. All right? So this is what it is, so that we can allow each other, because the more we feel alienated from truth, the deeper our sickness will be. There is no good in running away from truth. If it happened, it already happened. Nothing we can do about it, except that we can face it, acknowledge it, learn from it, and heal from it, so that we may grow to our better selves. All right? So that is all. Hopefully this helped in some way. As we live, we experience, we share our experiences and the wisdom we acquire from them. So live in love, light, peace, truth, freedom, and justice. See you next time. Hi, Bobo. Who the fit? Let them wear it. Who the fit? Let them wear it. I'm just say boom, boom, boom. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just say boom, boom, boom. Bam, bam, bam. Sure.